More Madden 22 playoffs. Today we're going to be doing the San Francisco 49ers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get it. This so far has been the only upset this week. So, yeah. There's Dak.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys, next on Madden NFL 22.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what...
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further. He's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Look at Mike.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
Cover 6.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, it's Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
Pick that.
High throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Boop.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
Oh,
they
go
want
Elijah,
some big
go.
plays.
Go
They
Elijah,
want to see
go.
some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action, Garoppolo.
Get there.
And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 40 yards. And the Niners will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Yeah, look at even in the game, half the stadium's 49er fans and Cowboy. Like, that's crazy, dude. It's crazy how they got that so realistically because, like, even in the game,
after the touchdown,
I've seen a lot more 49er fans than fucking Cowboy fans.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Number 6 invert.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box.
Oh, a minute will
and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Cover 6.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Substitute. Cover 6.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Oh, he missed it.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good.
Boom.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing up here in the first half.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Tight end.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost
14-0.
boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 6.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 10th carry now for Elliott.
He didn't get it.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Y corner.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted.
That's a pick 6.
Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
I knew as soon as he picked it, there's a pick 6. There's nobody back there.
I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
There's no doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Oh, how did I not block that? 14-7.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Okay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Crossers.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the...
Oh my, Trayvon.
Intercepted.
Back-to-back interceptions.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Good job, Jimmy. He threw back-to-back picks. That was cute.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Cover 6.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Oh, let's go.
And
Nice
throw
pass.
incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Elliott. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
Oh
so very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo again. Flushed out right. This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Double slants again.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right.
Oh my.
Intercept Garoppolo for the third time.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
And the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm taking you out, Jimmy. Your time in... Yeah, it's Trey Lance's time.
Take over here at their own 12-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that
like, come on.
And there should be, because essentially
the last 3 possessions, this guy fucking broke picks.
Here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Contained quarterback scramble.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to
Trey Lance is coming
in this third quarter. What's been a tight contest so far. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cover 1 hold.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw once more on second and 10. Prescott wide open. Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
cover
Now
one.
that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
Nice.
Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
Thank you.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Run, Fred.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a great return here.
Fred
Gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Good job, buddy.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend.
Oh my
and he
God.
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott.
Oh, shit, I thought it was...
And getting this just shy of midfield.
I was still looking at
spotted
that.
at the
My
49.
bad.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL
on EA
Sports. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll get this to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cover
A
three
two-score
Skyforce.
game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
Cover 6 invert.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Throwing. Prescott.
Oh my.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves.
That was Jimmy, not Trey. HB stretch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On first down, Mitchell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
HB stretch.
2nd down at 7. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh my
It's
God.
Mitchell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
No, I say.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Lance looking to throw it. Rolling to his right.
It's the game.
Completes it to Samuel. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
HB stretch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
jet sweep.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Gold is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
28 seconds
we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 3, Cloud.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
That's the game.
They'll get this
San
one
Francisco
down near the
49ers beat the Dallas
20-yard line,
Cowboys.
just shy of the 20. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
Let's get it. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and we will be back with the Chiefs versus Steelers. Let's get it.